Hello, and welcome to another edition of TJ Plays with Some AI Stuff. In this edition, I want to demo the Chrome DevTools MCP. The Chrome DevTools MCP has become kind of a pivotal tool in my arsenal of MCPs to help me with a lot of the AI development workflows. And I thought I'd use this time to demo a specific instance of how it's used. So I use it a lot when it comes to design systems and component building where I need to evaluate something visually. So if the AI is running through a sequence and it involves checking some functionality that has maybe some errors that would be output in the console logs, or maybe there's some specific console log entries that need to be read to confirm whether or not there's a function that's being called, or there's some conditionals that are being met. But then I also need to validate visually that something's happening, like that there's a border or a background color being applied, or whatever it is. In this particular instance, if you look on the screen, it looks like there's some issue with the importing of a tokens file in this form field CSS module. So what I want to do here is, this is how normally what I would do in this situation before the Chrome DevTools MCP, I would take a screenshot of this, and then I would go into the console, and then I would say, tell me where this issue is. So now I've just discovered. So this is where the import issue is. It's displaying it right here, and then I could see where that type error is, and the file where that error is occurring in. So instead of copying and pasting this whole console log and taking a screenshot of this, or the one that we had seen previously, we can go to our AI agent CLI or IDE text editor du jour. Mine is Claude Code, so I'm going to use this to say something like, use the Chrome DevTools MCP to review the console logs in errors that are happening with the form field component, and then visually validate that it has been resolved. Sometimes this gets mixed up, and I'll say something else like, I'll say, take a look at the component and tell me if you see anything wrong. So this is kind of how it works. So like it fires up a browser, and then it'll spin up the same instance of Storybook, and then it'll navigate to the component that is displaying the specific issue. In this case, it's that form field. So if I just go back here to the output, so let's see, so it's going to help me review the console logs. It's reviewing the console logs. Let's see, it looks like there's no currently loaded in the browser, so it's going to go ahead and it's going to fire up that Storybook instance. It looks like it's going to move to the next port because 6006 was already taken. It's using the navigate page function in DevTools. This is it doing its thing, going to that form field, taking a screenshot of it to double check what's going on. It says it notices the error, and it sees that use tokens where the issue is, found the issue. Now it's looking at some other CSS module files to determine how it should be being done. And then of course you get this perfect, because everything's perfect when it finds things. It loves to use perfect. And then great, it removed the problematic piece right there. Then it rechecks it, and then it says, hey, I still see the error that's popping up there. Running through, making excellent progress. It's all happening in the background, if you could see what's going on here. So it looks like it removed that piece which might have been superfluous, and it looks like it found it in some other areas too. So it's going through and fixing all of those other pieces to confirm that those also have been addressed. And then it's doing its thing. It's navigating to some other pages. It looks like it's finding this error does exist on other pages. I had just specifically pulled up form field because I was looking to just specifically address form field for the purposes of this demo. But sometimes Claude has the tendency of being a little extra, which is great. I love that it's just like finding this error in multiple different spots and resolving it. So this is doing its thing for the purposes of this demo. It fixed form field, but it also fixed file upload search box. social logins module. This is wonderful. This is exceeding expectations of the output that I was looking for. So this is wonderful. Here is the fixed file. I can interact with it. It looks good. And this is the browser that I had opened. So this is good enough for me to go in, manually review, test it, confirm it, push it, move on. So if anybody else has any other uses for this MCP, please let me know. I'm curious to see what other people are doing with it, but give it a chance. It's pretty awesome. I love using it, and I hope y'all enjoy using it too.